Hello and welcome to this video on using business databases to research. So this video is going to cover where to find the latest information about UK, European and worldwide or international companies, where to find information on specific industries, sectors and markets, and also statistics, and how to find an organisation's research output and interests. So the best place to start for all this information is using the subject guides on Library Online. So you'll see on Library Online, the top right hand side, there's a link there directly into the subject guides. And if you want to have a look at, first of all, maybe resources that show you jobs, skills and careers information, you might want to look at some relevant professional bodies, some journals as well, such as New Scientist and Nature. But there are professional bodies such as the Royal Society of Chemistry, Biotechnology and Biological Sciences Research Council, and those professional bodies and research councils are listed on the Bioscience and Chemistry subject guide, and there's a link there, so when you get these slides you can click on the link and it'll take you through into the Bioscience and Chemistry subject guide. If you're interested in the NHS, for example, if you go to the Health subject guide, there's a section on there on professional bodies, and there's a link to professional bodies in the UK, and you might want to have a look at that as well if that's your interest. Okay, so it's a good idea to have a look round at the relevant professional bodies, their websites, and for information on careers, jobs and skills and so on. You might find journals such as the New Scientist and Nature to be helpful. Okay, so before we look at researching companies and industries, if you want to see the sort of materials that these companies research that they write up, you'll find those in databases such as PubMed or Scopus, where you'll see peer-reviewed academic articles. You can see where the various authors have done their research, and you'll see you can search the various institutions that those authors come from. You'll find conference proceeding articles in Web of Science, for example, and then another useful thing to do would be to have a look at the organisation's website for press releases, news and so on, and for public information. It's a good tip if you're looking for a company. If you're not finding a lot of information when you're looking at a company, it could be because they're not the parent company. So if you do a search in Google, find a Wikipedia site for that company. If you look in Wikipedia, on the top right hand side of the screen, they'll very usefully they'll help tell you what the who the parent company is, and then you might do a search on that on the parent company. Okay, so what we'll do is have a look at the business management and marketing subject guides. That's where you'll find a lot of useful information on searching for companies. Okay, so from Library Online, if you just click on the subject guides, and then if you choose business management and marketing subject guide from the list of subjects that comes up, and then you can choose your starting point. So for companies, you can search FAME is a good database for UK companies. Amadeus is a good database for European companies, and then for international companies there's a good resource called MarketLine, Market Research Report database. You can also find industry information on MarketLine and also country information on MarketLine as well. If the company that you're searching is a UK company, is very small, if it doesn't feature on FAME, then it's worth looking at the Company's House resource that's listed in the business guide as well. So every company that's actually registered should have a presence on the Company's House website. You'll see that in there. But hopefully, if it's a fairly large UK company, then there should be some useful information on FAME, profit and loss accounts, that kind of thing, and also you might find their annual report on there as well. Okay, so we're going to have a look at that now. Let's go into the business guide, so business management and marketing subject guide. So from here, to search for some of the big companies and some of the industries that we're interested in, here we are, the business management and marketing subject guide. If I click on market research, okay, so at the top of the screen there you'll see market research resources. I'm going to look at this database here, Market Line Advantage. So it tells you there it's quality information on industries, countries and companies, and it's updated daily. It's ideal for understanding companies and sectors. Okay, so I'll click on that link there, and that takes us into the database. You'll have to log in with your details, your username and password, usual username and password that you use to log in. So from here, you get some boxes there at the top of the screen. If you're interested in a company, for example, so let's type in the name of a company. GlaxoSmithKline, let's supposing we're interested in that. The quickest thing to do now over here on the right hand side will be to select what it is you're looking for. If you forget to do that and you just click on search, having typed in the name of a company or industry or whatever it is, if you click on search you get quite a busy screen with lots of different information on there, and it can be quite difficult to work out what it is you're looking for and where it is. So the best thing to do over here, instead of saying all research, if you click on the drop-down menu and you choose company profiles, because that's what we're looking for, if you click on search, it should be very near the top there. So let's have a look. If we scroll down a bit, so you can see they've listed all these different companies there for GlaxoSmithKline. Subsidiaries are mentioned, but what we're after is the parent, really, the United Kingdom, the parent company there, GlaxoSmithKline PLC. So when you see that, if you just click on that link there, it says GlaxoSmithKline PLC. You'll get lots of useful information. So you'll see a SWOT analysis there, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats for the company. Peers, you'll see all the sort of competitors, the nearest competitors, and the best thing to do, I would suggest, up here where it says export, right at the top here, not just where it says section, but right at the top of the screen where it says export, you'll see you've got an opportunity to actually download the whole report. So if you click on that, you then get to download the whole report, and it's usually a very detailed report covering all the information on here. You get an overview of the company, profile, financial profit and loss information, some interesting news reports there. You'll see who their main competitors are, and you'll get the SWOT analysis as well. So if you click on export, choose either PDF or Word format, you get to see the whole report there for this company. Okay. So when you've done that, if you want to go back, I click on Market Line again. So to get back to the search screen, if you just click on the top left hand side and the green writing there, it says Market Line, that gets you back to this opening screen. So we'll do the same for another company. So we're happy with that. Let's have a look. Let's see. So supposing we're interested in AstraZeneca. And again, we're just interested in a company profile. Click on search. Okay, and again, what we want is the parent company there, so that's the second one down, headquartered in the United Kingdom, so AstraZeneca PLC, if you choose that version. And again, you'll see there's lots of different information there, SWOT analysis, research, and so on. But if you want the whole thing as a report, at the top of the screen, on the right-hand side, it says export. Let's choose PDF. So when you do that, click on that. You will have an option there to save or look at the report. Okay, so let's save it. And then when you want to look at it, you can open it up, and you'll see how detailed it is. So there's a business description, major products and services, history of the company, their strategy, get their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and so on and so on. All that profit and loss, so all the useful finance information there about the company, and you'll see who their major competitors are as well. So well worth having a look at that. And gosh, it's over 100 pages long, so really in depth, and it's up to the minute information that'll be written by an expert in the industry, an independent expert as well. Okay, so let's close that down. So that's how to find company information in MarketLine. Go back to the search screen again, just click on the MarketLine at the top of the left hand screen there. So this time we'll have a look at an industry. So supposing we're interested in the biotechnology industry, you type the name of your industry that you're interested in on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side over here, if you use the drop down arrow again, and this time instead of company profiles we'll choose industry profiles because that's what we're interested in. Click on search, and okay, so it brings up lots of different areas there on biotechnology. What you can do at this point is on the left hand side where it says geography, if you click on geography you can tell the database whereabouts you're in the world you want to search for that particular industry. So you'll see under Europe there, if I click on that arrow there, I can choose, scroll down a bit to the bottom, you can see there's United Kingdom. So just tick the box there next to United Kingdom, click on show results, and you should get an industry report created by the MarketLine expert on the biotechnology industry in the United Kingdom. Okay, includes market size, segmentation, data, and so on. Analysis of growth trends and analysis future predictions as well, so well worth having a look at that. And again, very simply, you can either download it as a Word document or a PDF document and read the report. They're usually very in-depth and very thorough, so well worth having a look at those. So we'll just have a look at another one to make sure we're happy with that. So as I've looked at biotechnology there, let's choose pharmaceuticals, and then we'll choose industry profiles, click on search. So it comes up straight away the European, so you might want to have a look at that, but if you want to specify United Kingdom again, if you go to geography, then Europe, and then scroll down for United Kingdom, click on show results, and there you go, there's a industry report there for the pharmaceutical industry in the UK, and you can download the report there. Okay, so that's MarketLine, nice easy resource to use. You can also search for country information on there, actually type in the name of a country and then you can choose country and risk report. So it's well worth getting to grips with that particular resource there, and that's MarketLine Advantage. If I just go back to market research now, I just want to show you one more thing there in Statista. So you've got access to relevant statistics and studies on a topic. If you go in there, so if we type in medical biotech industry, for example, okay, you'll see right at the top there you'll get a dossier on the medical technology in the United Kingdom. It's usually really up to date. These reports usually this year, so a 64-page dossier on the medical technology in the United Kingdom. Okay, well worth having a look at that, and you can just download the full text there. Okay, there's your PDF there. So well worth having a look at that. Something else they've got on here that you might find useful is the pharmaceutical industry. And do a search on that. So you've got a global pharmaceutical industry there. You've got a pharmaceutical industry in the United Kingdom, for example. So it's a dossier that this resource Statista has put together on the pharmaceutical industry in the United Kingdom. So it's a range of statistics and facts about the industry. that you might find really helpful. So you can see from the contents there, it's about turnover of pharmaceuticals manufacturing in the UK, drugs dispensed, pharmaceutical products, okay, import, export value, that kind of thing. So you find all that information really useful. It's released in 2020, so it's really up to date. It's 77 pages long, so you'll find that. Again, you can save that by clicking on the PDF link there, and you'll get the full text of that report. So I'm sure you'll find that really useful as well in your research. Okay. So that was a look through some of the resources there on the Business Management and Marketing Subject Guide. So just to recap then, find out about the UK financial data using the resources in the company section of the Business Management and Marketing Subject Guide. Just a reminder there, if you're looking for UK companies, there's a FAME database you can look at, or if it's a European company, there's Amadeus. If you want to look for articles about the organisation, there's got some business resources there, including the Financial Times, or there's Nexus, UK newspapers. And then for those industry profiles and company profiles, we can look at those resources like Market Line Advantage that we had a look at there. Okay. There's a resource there, researching a company, which you'll see also in the Business Management and Marketing Subject Guide. You'll see a link there you can click on, and it's a resource that you can work at your own pace. Just takes you through some of the suggested ways of doing research on companies. It's well worth having a look at that. So next steps, some online tools, just a reminder about RefWorks, and you can find that off the library online page. It's designed to help you manage the references you collect. Well worth signing up to that, it's free. We also run drop-ins on that, and you can find that through the study skills pages. You can also reference your resources through library search, and you'll see a reference option. So when you find your results in library search, if you click on the speech marks next to the item that you found, that will create a reference for you in APA or RSC if you tell it which type of referencing system you want it to reference in. And just a reminder that you do need to check the references when you're doing that. It's only as good as the information it receives, so if there's something looks a bit odd, you can always correct that and check it afterwards. Okay, so here we are, the help with referencing section from the library online. So that's a useful section. I need to reference something in APA that includes things like market reports, so you'll see how to reference some of the resources I've just been showing you in this video. Okay. So finally, where to get more help. If you need more help at all through your course, if you contact us at hallamhelp@shu.ac.uk, and then there are various other methods of getting in touch with us as well. So I hope that's given you a good overview of some of the areas to search for information on companies and industries, but do get in touch if you need any more help. Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention.